Speaking of bubble,
The bubble.
man got hit with the.
Let's just
Man got hit with the 3-piece bubble. Bubble suppress.
Yeah. So
Like holy.
RIP. I'll just say it because
RIP because like,
to CEO Brian Thompson from United Healthcare. I know some people are probably like, this person's supposed to die.
Yeah.
Like,
What is
yeah, you know, those people are supposed to die. Like,
okay.
And I'm not gonna say who's supposed to die, even though a lot of these crazy companies do that. But
indirectly,
and
I'll say allegedly. But yes,
allegedly,
yes.
So apparently, they call him John Quick. That's one.
They call him John Quick.
John Quick.
Or this person. This is salient. He was smiling like, yo. The thing about it.
Hold on. Time out. For the listeners, what are we talking about?
The assassination of the United Healthcare CEO in New York, Midtown.
Got you.
In broad daylight.
Got you.
Daylight.
Because I was like, what television are we talking about now?
See,
Okay, no.
John Quick.
You would think it's a television, but
like
it's
a
not.
Netflix thing, but no.
So
You
basically,
see the camera footage? It looked like movie thing. Like
yeah, it looked like, what am I seeing? So the New York police, it's like a weird, allegedly, like it's a weird, like, oh, this guy knows what he was doing. The gun jam, and he's still doing what he's doing. Yeah, he walked him down.
Yeah.
Like literally walked him down. Pew, walked him down. Pew, pew. And I'm just like,
yo, and just got off on an e-bike. They say
That's the nasty.
You know
work
what's
for me.
crazy? That is not
The
true.
getaway.
But no, catch the joke about that. That's not true.
I expected from CEO.
That's the crazy. But it's the thing. That is not true.
What do you mean?
The person that said it was not true, and because of that, that guy probably got away even quicker because they're looking for a man on an e-bike.
See, this is what makes this case, not the case, but like this investigation interesting. Like, first I'm hearing none of the pictures really match in different jackets.
Bro.
Then I'm hearing,
supposedly he switched jackets.
These people did,
Because they found the backpack.
They found a backpack with Monopoly money in it.
Whoa.
Yo, what I'm telling you, this guy had, this man, whoever this assassin is,
Wild.
he had 3 things written on the shell casings.
Right.
And basically, what was it? It was deny,
Right.
deny, defend, depose.
Where is that from?
I guess it's based off of basically that's what health insurances do. They deny your claim, they defend, so you might have to defend to get your claim, get the money you deserve after all the money you paid on that health insurance.
They're paying into.
And the depose, I think, is like, I would say it's like a delay to get your claim. So like, you know what? We have enough money to stretch you out till you die, or if you get the money, you have to pay all your lawyers.
Right.
Why you think there's all these lawyers that, heard in the car, call William Mattar.
This is what it is.
You know what I mean?
So supposedly, this is pretty cool. Sorry. The way their interface works. So they're saying that deny, defend, depose are allegedly tactics insurance companies are accused of using to avoid paying claims.
Wow.
Right.
Which were reportedly found written on shell casings at the scene.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where the United
Insurance
Healthcare
companies.
So,
Doesn't matter if
deny,
it's health,
defend,
car,
depose.
car insurance.
What's crazy now is like, this is all alleged, right? First, I heard, he was at the Starbucks, the e-bike thing, the Monopoly money. The Saturday, they had like a thing where a bunch of people decided to wear the exact same thing he wore.
What? What are you saying to me right now? Like,
because he's like a hero to some people. Like, people believe it. Like, people are like, this. Allegedly, I heard another alleged that these insurance companies
what in the Fight Club is this?
want to ban John Q.
My guy Denzel.
Yes.
John Q.
Because they don't want. The funny thing is they said $10,000 to find this man.
Okay, wait, there's
a lot of things happening.
Look at this. Take it slow. You want me to get a $10,000 reward to find the person that uses a silencer? No, you got to give me like times 100. You're telling me to find someone that uses suppressors? No, sir, no, officer.
And who knows how to hold the gun?
And knows how to use it properly.
Yeah, stance and everything.
Take a breathe, back the target. Make sure. All right.
You know what he reminded me of?
What? $10,000.
You know what he reminded me of?
$10,000?
He literally reminded me of the guy from Watch Dogs. I don't know if you watched Watch Dogs.
Ooh, very
Watch
by
Dogs?
Ubisoft. Yeah, very very good game actually.
Like the guy, he just has the little pistol. Pew pew pew.
That's it, and just takes off into the
Takes
car.
off and they can't find him.
And they say he already left New York.
Supposedly.
Supposedly, he's already gone.
I mean,
Yo.
But wait, we're saying too much too fast.
Right?
Let's go back a little bit. The people dressing up and mimicking his
outlook.
So like,
outlook.
Yeah,
that was a whole.
Attire.
That's a V for Vendetta thing.
Yo, because a lot of
Fight Club.
Fight Club,
Yo.
yeah.
a man said,
Like,
yo, someone said something like rest and like deductible or something like that.
What?
Like
Wait,
people
what?
were being very disrespectful.
rest
Like,
and deductible?
Because people don't like.
Are they really using insurance insurance terms?
Yo,
Because you know how deductibles are?
Right.
Like, if you have a zero deductible, that means you don't pay anything. It just pays on your insurance pays for everything. But if you have a deductible of like 500, you have to front the 500 and then they pay the rest of it. Yeah,
so people were doing
that's crazy.
all these things like, well, I guess his claim wasn't long term.
That's
Like
so.
people are, for someone that died, you know.
I've
But
never seen
the problem is,
something like that.
the problem is, these insurance companies get away with murder.
Oh shoot.
All to the point from John Q. This happened in Saw. In Saw, bro. That
You say that's his
movie-
orange. His origin story.
Like that one part when the man goes to the man paid all this money for you guys to say no because you're gonna die anyway. Like no, we don't have to pay our you know. Why is that a thing?
It's
Blue Cross. It's so funny. There's these memes now.
it was Anthem, Blue Cross, Shield. It's,
They say they weren't gonna come at anesthesia anymore.
and Z,
So then
in 6 hours
they said we retract our
they
statement.
reversed it.
They're starting to hide the CEOs. Like they're like
That's a little. Ooh, that's a little.
they're like, hey,
that's a little
What did they take a page out of Canadian history books?
I don't
that-
know.
Whoa.
No,
Hold
I
on,
don't know. What are you talking about? What are you talking
That
about?
happened in Canada.
What?
They took one of the officials from, it was in Montreal or Quebec, and basically they had kidnapped each of the political figures.
Oh shoot.
And then they ended up murdering one of them.
For what?
I can't remember exactly, but he was responsible for something that was happening. And because it happened, they ended up like literally getting the people from that committee and like,
Wow.
and it was a group of them, like, but they started releasing some, but this one location they just would not release this one person because I think that was the most important person, and then they ended up killing that person.
Wow.
And they ended up leaving. The cops did not arrest them. They did not serve any jail time, from what I understand, and they were given money, and like escaped.
Oh yo. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
They were
But
cooperated with.
I know these guys. All these.
pretty odd.
All
Let me see if I
these-
can pull it up. But yes,
All these insurance companies are on like. They want this guy caught because they don't want anybody else to have ideas.
Right. Yeah.
Because they're gonna be like, yeah, no, you deserve to go. Like, and a lot of people have stories. Because a lot of people probably have stories of, you know, I
Plenty,
paid
like-
all this money,
Right.
and when it was my time, or my family member's time, or whatever's time, you guys don't want to pay.
Papa.
You guys are telling me it's not worth paying out him,
child. Like,
even though it's a part of the claim. It's not worth paying you out. Oh, you have this. Oh, because you took this, all your money that you paid is nothing, but we still want you to pay next month.
that's what?
oh, so here it is. October Crisis, French Crise d'Octobre, October, was a chain of political events in Canada that started in October 1970 when members of the Front de Libération de Québec kidnapped the provincial Labour Minister Pierre Laporte and British diplomat James Cross from the Montreal residence.
Wow. They just said nah. Snatch up.
Yep.
Snatch up things still.
Yep.
Wow.
And then he was murdered. He was kidnapped and murdered. Pierre Laporte.
Unfortunately, that's sad.
Wow.
Yes.
That's sad, but like it's very tough because now it's like, hey, A lot of people now, money is getting tight with everybody else, and then
Like, it's a whole-
people are getting injured at work and stuff. And you guys are doing everything to not pay these people. They have to lawyer up to pay you, and probably the lawyers in the mix, and the lawyers like, hey, like
Not the lawyers in the
everything.
No,
It gets deeper than rap. You see what I'm saying?
No,
And
but like
these people are gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna go this far. People are like, there's these memes and the guys like, hey, we're gonna stop doing this, da. Pew pew pew. On second thought, we retract our statement. That's the memes that are happening because a lot of these guys. But hey, you guys been doing this for a long time.
Did you hear how on Reddit the people that work for the company were saying that the doctors are like, they were basically going like,
I mean, they don't make the decisions.
They deleted the thread. They deleted
the
thread.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Obviously, in the internet, nothing gets deleted. So people found what some of these employees were saying, but like they were like, this guy, he allegedly denied 90% of the claims. 90%?
Wow.
Because they'll find anything to say that they don't
want to pay. Yeah, they just,
even though you paid that much.
I don't know. There's a lot of mix up with him, like allegations of like the Department of Justice, DOJ. They were going to investigate them for insider trading.
Oh.
Yeah. Then you hear a theory that he hired his own assassin because basically he was getting clothes. He was getting. I don't know about that one.
But there's so much ways it's an inside job, right? There's so much ways it could be an inside job. It could be deeper than us.
Stock buybacks.
Just to avoid
paying himself.
But some people,
like, why?
But some people are looking at it as, hey, that's the problem. It could be inside job. It could be like, oh, we need to take him out because of whatever reason. But some people are looking at it as, yo, you guys do this to a lot of people.
A lot of people, though.
Especially the what's written on the bullets. The problem is, what gets dangerous is when people start following suit.
Yo, that's...
For car insurance, for this. What do you mean I gotta pay my injury? I'm injured.
Right, like I can't walk here. Like,
oh, it was a slip and fall, and you only want to give me this when I pay this much a year? And my thing says this? Click, click.
Yo, that's click. Yo, click is crazy.
Oh, my family member?
Just for the record, the vent does
we do not condone this. No.
Blowing someone's body hole parts out because you feel wrong, but no, we don't.
But you. This is my family. Like, they need this surgery. Oh, he's not covered, so unfortunately, but my healthcare says that Unfortunately, but if you want to,
unfortunately, you can't do it. What do you mean you can't?
I don't have time. I don't have time to get up. I don't.
Blood clot, talk about. That's
the thing. I don't have time.
Y'all talk about what?
I don't have time for a lawyer. Click, click.
Yo,
this is my lawyer.
Like,
this is my judge, my jury, executioner if need be. That's unfortunately how it is.
Taking matters in your own hands.
Taking matters in your own hands, but a lot of people do.
And being above the law at that point.
But for something like this, a lot of people are co-signing it now. A lot of people are co-signing
that's the part that...
That's the part that they're like, people are not gonna... these people are probably like, hey...
Even in some discords I'm in, like, people are just like, oh yeah, the insurance companies, yeah, bund them. It was like a 90%.
Insurance company is a scam. No.
They were just like, oh, this is insurance company?
Yeah, I feel like if they're doing it wrong.
As I said about insurance companies, if you didn't have a claim the whole year, I think you should get some of your money back. I'm not saying that keep some money for you to keep the business going, but
so do it like how EI does it.
Like, yeah, there's...
I don't know how EI does it. I'm just saying in general.
Like, in the sense that you can apply and get something.
Yeah. If you didn't do it the whole year, you didn't get no claims the whole year, especially car accidents. You didn't get no car accidents, whatever, the whole year.
Yeah, you should get an incentive.
My rate should go lower next year.
It should go down.
It should go down.
I agree.
Or you should give me some money. We're going to take this money and put it on a lower rate, or take this money, you take back your money.
It
could be like 40%, 30%. Depending how... You see what I'm saying?
Like, I know here's Ontario, but like, I know in Florida, like, insurance rates over there, like, some of the numbers I read, like, I hear like 40,000 for this.
And the thing about it, they're gonna keep...
Like,
certain things will
people ride dirty out there, allegedly, because it's just like, I'm not...
That's for the policy, though?
No,
or is that just the cost to buy in?
That's the cost.
But it comes with a lot
of... insurance, whether it is
Home insurance.
Tornado insurance.
Oh.
That one specifically is killing people out there in Florida.
Sometimes they go, hey, you didn't have this type of tornado insurance.
Mm-hmm.
You have tornado, but we can't say you got hit. Like, you got a category 3, 4. We said this is 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Like,
Or like there's an earthquake. If your house shook between the scale of 4 to 7, we can manage. But if it was outside of the Richter, then it's like, our hands are tied. Can't do nothing. Wow. Just because you're outside of the thing. It was too low or it was too high. Sorry.
That is crazy.
You didn't have this insurance and you didn't get it with the package. Because you didn't get it with the package, you got to deal with this. That's like phone plans back in the day. When you had this, you had no text. And then you're just texting away. It's like, you didn't order text on your plan. I thought it would always automatically have it. It's how you use a phone. Well,
no.
Unfortunately, that
has literally been my week.
Wow. That has been, wow.
Literally has
That's
been
how these people move. They don't need to tell you.
Trying to get a phone. It's not me. But trying to get a phone. And the thing is, the phone was stolen.
Oh.
The joke is the person bought into insurance, like phone protection and everything, like their insurance. They were told to contact the third party. Third party says they denied their claim. And they're like, oh, it's because your phone wasn't on when you made your claim.
Your phone wasn't on when you made your claim.
Yeah, but it's stolen. And that's exactly what the thing is. The protection policy is all about. Covers all of that. If your phone is saying, regardless if it's lost or stolen, you can claim.
But because the phone is not turned on.
It's not turned on. That's why they can't make it.
What kind of goofy technicality is that?
But it's enough to say no to them.
Because if someone's taping the phone, they're just going to turn it off.
Turn it off. I know. Do you know how much common sense that makes? But when you're in the room with these people, they look at you like you're losing your shit. If the phone is stolen, the tracker's going to be on too if the phone's on. If I want the tracker off, boop-de-doop, I turn it off.
Now that we're here, we'll talk about stupid situations. Hey, doctors, healthcare of Canada.
Oh, no.
I don't understand this, but help me understand this. So, as a doctor or like a health practitioner or whatever it is, right? You guys are mad.
Sorry, I'm listening.
As a doctor,
he's just whispering angrily to it? Like,
yeah, this is a triggering podcast. Like, so for doctors, right?
Okay.
I get like, let's say, I don't know, like a flare up or something, like a painful flare up.
Yeah.
I go to my doctor. My doctor's never there. So, and then it's like, it's a room full of doctors. It's a place office that has a bunch of doctors. And they can't see me, even though I'm in unbearable pain. Mm-hmm. There's a walk-in clinic I could go to, but you don't want me to go into the walk-in clinic.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And if I go to that walk-in clinic, I won't have a doctor anymore.
Mm.
Oh. You guys get mad. But you want me to go... But
supposedly about the what?
It has to do with, I guess it has to do with money. And it's the only reason. But you want me to go to a merge for like 4 or 5 hours.
In pain.
Why is that an issue that someone goes to the walk-in clinic? Because the doctor can do something like that? Does it get charged back to you? How about you get some doctors in there to help people?
That's wild.
On-call doctors. How about that?
They gotta pay them more too. Like this province, man.
Yeah. Another thing.
They gotta pay them way more so they can stay.
Listen to me. Nurses. We need more nurses, and pay them.
Pay them well.
Pay them well. Listen. Pay nurses and doctors and surgeons that keep our life and health well. That doesn't make any sense if you don't pay them. Why do we have understaffed nurses?
They're going to the States.
Why? Pay them. Pay them.
They literally go to the States.
See, but then the real question is why is the medical industry not able to afford a pay wage hike?
Because, listen to me. I don't care. Figure it out. Because the harsh reality is that person that's saying they don't need them is going to drop down and they're going to need the hospital and it's going to be understaffed
Right.
This, that, and this. Like, you're gonna go through some things because it's not privatized yet. And if that's the part of the plan, you are sick in your stomach.
That's wow.
But at the end of the day, bro, you guys are taking money off parking. Like,
Facts.
parking in a hospital.
Parking is
Why does
nasty.
someone have to grieve and think about
$30? It's basically $30 an
Once
hour.
you told me the first time this year, I'm still
Come
like,
on.
$30 an hour. But you're gonna get that in your taxes. I know. I hate to amount to that, but
Bro,
$30.
burn all of that.
30 an hour.
it's like
Pay your
basically
nurses.
$30 an
I
hour.
lost a foot over here.
Like,
Pay your nurses, pay your doctors, and these guys are. You have one nurse to like 6, 7 people. What's wrong with you guys?
That was great. That's
Because you guys are trying to cut costs.
especially the triage. Why is there 6 triage counters but only 2 people?
Why? Pay the people, then, man. Make it more efficient and effective. What's wrong with you guys? You guys think it's okay?
I don't want to go this angle, but I have to go this angle. You would think with the mass increase population from 2020 to now, you would think they'd seek out, be like, anybody, okay, you do surgery, okay, you come.
You can't do that, though.
You can't. We used to do it, though.
That is true.
But
We used to be like,
This is true. There were different titles that did not have official anything to it that
we used to
existed
be like, nah, if you have this
in all
professional
industries.
if you have a skill, yeah, if you have a certain skill, sure.
you get first priority.
Yeah, first, and that's how it
Right?
should be. But at the same time, I mean,
But
as long as their skill is up to par, and some people don't have that skill. A lot of people chat GPT their whole career,
That's so
that's a little
their whole
terrifying.
degree,
That is so
and that's the scary. I'm scared about what the doctor is gonna be like in the next 2.
But they have
5 to
they
10
have
years.
physicals. Like a lot of their things are examinations. It's hands
I'm
on.
scared of these doctors in the next 5, 10 years. I don't know how good they're gonna be.
Why?
Listen, the women nowadays are losing their grandparents' recipes.
That's
Unfortunately, due to society,
Stand
they're losing their grandparents. They're losing how to make food with love.
the key part. The key part.
They're losing it. A lot of men are losing the hard work aspect. I could go both ways.
Okay.
And understand
Yes.
that, like,
yes.
I don't know if it's a societal thing or it's just a trendy thing.
It's
But,
a trend.
but grandma,
What? Like
grandma-
not being able to.
grandma's recipes are going down the drain. That,
Yo, why did
that
I be laughing?
the grandma's recipes that kept the family alive are disappearing.
But that's also because no one's really like.
Cooking?
No.
I want to be in the kitchen because it's. I'm joking.
Yo,
No, it's not even that. It's like there's no structure. Like
I mean,
I think that's the biggest part. Like obviously anyone who's listening, especially if you're outside of Canada, you're probably very much concerned about us because the way us Canadians are sitting here, like there is no structure. Like when you really think of infrastructure on many industries here in Canada,
It's like-
and especially Ontario, specifically Toronto, you will be very shocked to know how disconnected a lot of people are in this
Yeah.
province.
I don't think there's structure, but there are schemes.
Okay.
There's more schemes than structure.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But there's a lack of structure. Like, how much do people really know about Northern or Mid Ontario and like the livelihoods there, let alone South Ontario?
Hey, I don't know.
But-
Hey.
Right?
But we were talking about insurance, but just to dial
Just
back.
to dial back. Mhm.
Are they gonna find them?
I don't think so.
Oh, you think they're gonna
I
find
don't
the
think they're gonna- I don't
gunman?
think they're gonna find them.
I
They're
don't
gonna do
know.
everything to find. They might find them, but it might be too late because there's gonna be a multiple of that type guy. I believe so. I believe these insurance companies are like, oh no, man.
Listen, that could actually spike it up even more.
Well,
They don't want to do
the
that.
motto I said last week is, I mean, if they think they're bad, I mean,
Yeah.
then do it then. I don't
Yo,
know.
bro,
That's- I don't
yo,
know.
these guys are gonna have like some next type of airtight security in their offices.
But he wasn't even in his office.
I know
He was
working from-
outside,
He was on his
strolling.
press conference.
Yeah, the
these
man was
people don't-
strolling.
That don't mean nothing to. These don't mean nothing to
So
a
what?
person that.
What do you need to
that's
airtight your office for?
Don't. That's all.
It's outside.
I'm just saying
You
for
need a
the sa-
bubble.
I'm
Like,
just
how do you
thinking-
walk out?
I'm just thinking the safety of the employees that probably won't get the same coverage. You know what I mean? Even though they worked for that company.
I mean, I don't think the employees are going to get targeted.
Says who?
I don't think so.
It was crazy.
I think it's the people who are making the decisions of the actual company itself. Because at the end of the day, it's top down, not down up. Right? The orders are made from these people. So if he's one of those people who's making those directives to tell his employees, I need you to follow suit and do these things or comply to these demands or whatever the case is, the employee, they still need to have a job at the end of the day. I don't know what kind of setup he has for the CEO company, like whether or not like he gets a portion based on how many offers he denies. That could be a case, right?
That's just a wild sentence.
Because sometimes it's an incentive for some of these CEOs where it's like, oh, whoever they got the money or the reason why the money is a certain way, deny this many claims, you get 20% off of it.
But there's that radical that probably knows this, or that radical that just feels away because their parents is on their deathbed or someone's on their deathbed.
They're not going to go for anyone.
You're guilty by association to some of them.
Yes, I could understand that because you filled out the form regardless.
You're the agent. I don't know the CEO. You're the agent that said no to me. And that's the dangerous part about it. Like it's you know.
It was crazy, but the
CEO would not love, but like certain people, like, hey, take those guys out. There's a lot more of those guys to get to before getting to me.
And that's the reason why they wouldn't go for those people.
There's a lot. You think these politicians know that they're gonna get through all those people. But if you step up at a politician's house,
this is giving the Joker.
That's when things change.
Like Nancy's husband.
I'm not promoting it.
When the guy stepped in the house front porch. He was all distraught.
Yo, bro.
And all of a sudden you hear he's take a hammer and he's hitting that was.
There's a lot of guys there's a lot of guys where they'll say all those racist things, but then when they find them online at their workplace, or when they find them in their house, or they find where they are, and people start, everything shifts or changes, or they get protected. One way or another, it gets sticky. You know how sticky it gets.
You know what's crazy? Just I guess to wrap up a bit. They posted the job posting of the CEO, like, I swear the next day.
That's just how it goes.
Crazy.
That's just how it is.
Yeah. They need someone to run it.
They need
someone to run it.
I don't know if that's true.
He was an insurance policy too. You know what? I shouldn't have said that. That was very loud.
Well, that's...
And then sometimes that policy you don't even get, your family doesn't even get till like months, 3-4 months
delay.
They're watching you to make sure they can find something to say.
It's part of the triple D delay.
They'll probably look at you and I'm like, you look alright. You don't need this. You good.
That's so funny.
Have a good day.
You know what that reminds me? You know what? I can't even say that either.
Dang it! You know what that reminds me of?
Dang it!
You ever got sick? I don't know if it has with like Caribbean parents or whatever. You ever got sick and you don't feel well, but you decide to like do the simplest thing like watch TV,
right?
And they're like, oh, you're fine now. Because you're watching TV.
It's like, no, I'm just trying to
like... I have asthma. Like, it's like, funny. But it's like, my stomach hurts, but your stomach doesn't hurt enough for you to watch TV.
It's like...
I'm like,
how does that make sense?
But anyway.
No, that was... What I was going to say was the equivalent of, like, this workplace that I knew, where there was, like, some leaking of, like, gases or fumes or something from the ceiling, right? They evacuated the building with just the customers. They didn't evacuate the staff. Kept the staff there. And then someone had complained about, like, the staff still being in the building. Because it's like, well, if this is a gas leak, shouldn't everyone evacuate? Finally evacuate. Got back. And then supposedly the person on site, they were like, I smell nothing. Everything's clear. Yeah.
Wow.
But it was still gas.
Yeah.
Like, well, did you die, though?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Basically.
That similarly happened from my experience, and I think they fired that guy within the year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they look at it as like, yo.
Yeah, because it's incompetency.
And
like the hazard to people's lives.
Well, let's not talk about the trades then.
I mean, trades has come a long way. I mean, people died underwater just to build bridges. So,
Brooklyn Bridge,
a lot of
right,
Montreal Bridge,
right, because they just wanted to get this stuff done. Like,
a lot of people died in order for like a health and safety.
Yeah,
still dying.
Where that vortex is.
Still dying because some of these people think that, hey, safety is not the thing. You're just being a punk.
Yeah.
And da.
Until they lose a hand or
who
something.
Who cares about the asbestos? And then it affects you
asbestos?
It either affects you in the long run, or it's like, okay, nah. But like, I'm like people.
Yo, I got relatives that like, they grew up with the caulking that was like that just came out caulking, and the consequence of that is like they just cough here and there. Like even to the point of like dry blood.
They weren't doing it as much.
It's just like, and they were doing it masses. Like,
all right,